guys, thank you so much for coming today. I was expecting a very small audience, and so I feel like this is more people than expected, and I'm happy to see you all today. To come out and see my show Interwoven, all of this, and yeah, just to have a conversation about art today. So I think today I was just gonna keep it kind of casual, and I'll start with a little bit of background, some inspiration, and some of the concepts that are in some of these paintings. And then I was hoping we could maybe actually get up and maybe we'll walk over to some paintings, and I could lead the discussion, or if you guys have questions or you have specific paintings you want to talk about, I'm totally fine with that, so that would be great. So a little background on this series. I started back in, I guess it was about 2014, and I kind of refer to it as the body in bloom. And they use energetic brushwork, vivid colors, and unfurling layers of painted flesh to explore humanity as this living, growing, evolving force. And one of the things I personally really love about the body work is that idea of evolution. Each painting has maybe a small idea, and then the next painting evolves out of that one, and the next concept kind of comes out of that one. So actually when I started it, I had to ask myself, what is it I'm interested in painting? What's worth painting? I really wanted to paint energy about the body, and the body as this force. And from there I was looking at images of sea creatures, looking at a lot of human anatomy, because my background actually, I did a lot of figurative painting and figurative drawing, and that's where I really, and actually a figure painting class was when I was really first inspired, and I was like, ooh, there's something in this, So I was looking at that, obviously, and also things like blooming flowers. And what I kind of realized as I started painting and combining these ideas was there's this common thread through them, that it's basically the concept that we call life. We have a lot of different ideas of it. Plants have life, so these flower blooms have life and energy of their own. And sea life, like an ecosystem, has its own kind of sense of life. And then even looking at maybe a sea creature, or an ocean ecosystem, and then you look at the human body, and our body is our own sort of microcosm or ecosystem. So what I ended up doing is really kind of opening the body up and starting to kind of explore life, because life really, it's this mystery that we as humans are constantly investigating and prying at and looking into. And so as I painted this series, I was doing a lot of reading on evolutionary history, microbiology, reading about the human microbiome, which is all these it's all these microorganisms that live on your body, and they're actually so much a part of you that you can't live without them. Studies on DNA, which is another kind of theme of weaving. So a lot of these, starting to make these connections of being woven together, or life is sort of woven through all of these things. And so from there, even though I read a lot of science and biology and that kind of stuff, the paintings themselves, I actually want the viewer to have this very emotional gut reaction. When you stand in front of one or you see one across the room, you're like, oh, what is that? And so I often actually paint about the core of the body. So, the gut, I have actually opened the body to reveal the gut even. And the heart, and that's something that, the gut is something we associate with instinct. The heart is something we associate with love, or heartache or compassion. And lungs, or even our chest area, is where we breathe. It's this biological process that we do constantly, within minutes. It's so, breath is one of those things, and actually we could go around and talk about the theme of breath in a lot of my paintings, but it's this physical action that if we don't do it in a matter of minutes, you could die, but it has this capacity to overcome our emotions even, or calm you, excite you. So kind of, I want these paintings to have a little bit of that biology, but also connected with, they speak on an emotional level as well. And then I also use a lot of color, lot of glow, movement in the work to dry your eye in and allow you to investigate it further. So really what ignites my curiosity is the human relationship with the life that mysteriously inhabits us. We experience life from our own lifespan, on our own cycles, but it's really connected across these really vast time and size scales. If you consider the cells inside your body that come together by the millions to sustain your life, and then just like that, each human is like a cell amongst humanity. And it even stretches, it's not just maybe humanity that's alive now, it's humanity that's been alive from an origin, and if you even think back to like our connection to the blooming flowers, the sea creatures, everything around us, we are very connected on this level. And at what point does life really actually begin and end with this kind of perspective? And so just in thinking about like the title Interwoven, I'll read to you a little, little thing I put together. Life is woven through us. It is in our veins, our lungs, and our souls. It is woven forward from all the souls who have lived before us to gift that life to us, as we will gift it to those who come after. So thinking about our life as that thing that really connects people. And ultimately, I really hope that these paintings allow you to kind of investigate your own relationship with life and share a respect for life.